Hello! Today, we're reviewing the Zeblaze Stratos 3-min sports watch. They feature excellent materials in the casing, combining plastic and metal. There's a metal bezel that protects the vibrant HD Amoled screen with no visible pixels. It has a useful always-on display mode and impressive battery life of up to 16 working days. These watches come with built-in GPS and Bluetooth calling functions. They can measure blood oxygen levels and offer a wide range of workouts with auto-detection. In this video, we'll provide a comprehensive review of these watches and reveal how to access hidden watch faces on them. We'll also share a secret on how to purchase these watches at a low price, as they can be found under various brands. Let's dive in. The watches come in a square box with no brand name on it. On the back, you'll find brief specifications, and the side lists all the advertised features, including GPS, Bluetooth calling, numerous workouts, 24/7 health monitoring, and long battery life. As you can see, they are unbranded watches and not specifically labeled as Zeblaze Stratos 3. You might say they're generic GPS smartwatches with calling capabilities. These watches are sold under different brands such as Melanda, Xiaomi, but Zeblaze Stratos 3 is one of the most common names associated with them. Each brand sets its own price, with Zeblaze being sold for $58, Xiaomi for $52, and Melanda for $36. Of course, I chose Melanda because I care more about what's inside than the packaging. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Inside the box labeled accessories, you'll find a magnetic charger and instructions for connecting the watch in various languages. Now, let's take a look at the watch itself. On the front, there's a metal bezel that protrudes slightly to protect the screen from impacts against flat surfaces. The screen reads GPS watch and has start and sport buttons labeled. On the right side, there are convenient metal buttons with textured surfaces. The casing is made of matte plastic. The speaker is located on the left side, while the microphones are situated below the strap and beneath the lower button. The back is made of plastic and houses the heart rate and blood oxygen sensors, as well as the charging contacts. The strap is matte and made of silicone, not too stiff, and it doesn't collect dust as much as the strap on the Zeblaze Aries 3 Pro, which I reviewed previously. The watch dimensions are 46mm in width and 16mm in height. They are not heavy. Without the strap, they weigh 37 grams, and with the strap, they weigh 60 grams. The clasp is metal, and there are two strap keepers. The strap length is 235mm, featuring numerous holes to fit any wrist. The Zeblaze Stratos 3 looks quite appealing on the wrist, and personally, I like their appearance. The strap width is 22mm, and it's quick release, making it easy to swap out for other straps, such as this metal one or any other material like leather, silicone, or nylon. For those interested, I'll leave a couple of links to where I purchased these straps and the watches themselves in the description. With a metal strap, these smartwatches look like this. The watches in terms of appearance and dimensions are very similar to the Zeblaze Aries 3 Pro from my previous video, which lacks GPS but has many interesting features not found in the Zeblaze Stratos 3. You can check out the review in the description if you're interested. Let's power on the watches. To connect, scan the QR code and download the InfoWare app, or find it on Google Play. Register your account and pair the watches. Now, the watches are linked and ready to use. To choose the watch language, go to the Device tab in the app and select your preferred language. The list of languages is not extensive, but the most common ones are available. The screen is bright, vibrant, and sharp, with no visible pixels, the main advantage of these watches. It features a 1.43-inch HD AMOLED screen with a resolution of 466 pixels per inch. The claimed brightness is 1000 nits, making it easy to see in sunlight. The screen is protected by scratch-resistant Gorilla Glass. Of course, the metal bezel not only adds protection but also enhances the aesthetic. Since these watches have an AMOLED screen, they come with an always-on display feature. There are analog and digital watch face options. The informative menu is always displayed in this mode, showing everything you need at a glance. With always-on enabled, my watches lasted 6 days on a single charge in this mode, which is impressive. In regular mode, they can last up to 16 days. The 400 mAh battery charges in 2 hours using the magnetic charger included in the package. You can activate the screen by pressing the upper start button. You can choose the screen on time or disable it entirely to stay in always on mode with your preferred watch face, which is an interesting option. However, you can't turn off the screen manually, you need to wait for the chosen time for it to go to sleep. Alternatively, you can enable the screen wake-up feature when you raise your wrist, and the screen will turn off when you lower it. The screen wake-up response time is not very fast. Pressing the Sport button takes you to the workout menu, which offers 10 exercise options. You can replace unused workouts with your preferred ones from around 100 workout types available in the app. Icons marked with a sun, like walking, running, and cycling, use the watch's built-in GPS. When selecting, for example, cycling, you'll need to wait a bit for the watch to connect to satellites before starting the workout. In this mode, the watch uses its own GPS, not the phone's GPS. On the workout screen, you can see pulse, distance, average, and current speed. You also have access to the music player during workouts. The player buttons are large, displaying the track name and volume slider, allowing you to switch tracks and adjust the volume of music or videos on your smartphone. The watch's GPS works well, accurately mapping routes with minimal error. But keep in mind that using the watch's GPS drains the battery faster. To conserve battery, you can use your smartphone's GPS. To do this, start the workout from the app on your smartphone, which improves location accuracy and route mapping, depending on your smartphone's capabilities. The watches also have an auto workout detection feature, but it only recognizes walking, running, and treadmill workouts. It works well and activates after about 100 to 200 meters of walking. These watches don't have a swimming mode, and I wouldn't recommend wearing them while swimming or taking showers. They are rated IP68, offering protection against rain and dust. They can handle brief immersion in cold water, but I wouldn't risk swimming with them. If you've tested these watches for water resistance, please share your experience in the comments, it would be interesting to hear. When swiping to the side, you can access heart rate information. Note that it doesn't measure heart rate in the air, a daily heart rate graph, blood oxygen measurement, sleep data, stress measurement, and a widget tab with information on your activities, steps taken, distance covered, calories burned. Quick access to the alarm, which can be set on the watch itself, pulse measurement, breathing exercises, and weather information. The weather is displayed for the current day and the next 3 days. Unfortunately, you can't customize the widget menu. Swiping upwards reveals the quick access menu, where you can find silent mode, activate and deactivate, always on display, brightness adjustment with 5 levels, do not disturb mode, power saving mode, find smartphone button, which I use quite often, screen lock settings, where you can configure various watch parameters without accessing the smartphone app. Swiping downwards gives you quick access to notifications. It displays icons of the apps from which you've received messages. The font is legible, and it displays both Latin and Cyrillic characters well. However, emojis are not supported. You can quickly respond to text messages, but this feature only works for SMS, not for messaging apps. When you receive a message, the watch vibrates, and the screen automatically lights up. The vibration can be adjusted with 3 levels of intensity. For incoming calls, you have the option to enable a sound signal on the watch, and you can mute it if desired. When you receive a call, the caller's name is displayed, and you can choose to answer the call. You can also adjust the speaker's volume during the call. The watch's speaker and microphone are of good quality, allowing for clear communication. I've used them for calls while riding a scooter and a bicycle, and even with my arm extended, I was audible, though in noisy environments, you may need to bring the watch closer. You can not only answer calls, but also make calls from the watch. You can do this from your contacts list, recent calls, or by manually dialing a number. No SIM card can be inserted into these watches, calls are made via Bluetooth. To access the main menu, press the top button. There are two menu display modes, grid mode and standard list mode. In terms of speed and navigation, the watches work quickly, but there can be occasional micro-freezes. Sometimes, the menu may jump back to the very beginning, especially if you navigate the menu quickly. Another downside is that if you scroll down in the menu, go into an option, and then go back, you'll find yourself at the top of the list again, requiring you to scroll down once more. Lack of multitasking is another notable drawback in my opinion. The menu is divided into subcategories, including health, activities with detailed data, heart rate, sleep, and a women's calendar. Calls. Watch features alarms, a stopwatch, a timer that doesn't minimize when activated, and a Pomodoro timer. Additionally, there are menus for contacts, workout history, weather, and watch face selection. You have 3 standard watch faces to choose from, a red one with a watch hand, a dark gray one with multiple parameters, and a yellow one. There's also a custom watch face that you can select through the smartphone app. The app is user-friendly, providing access to all necessary data such as steps, heart rate, sleep, the women's calendar, and GPS-assisted smartphone workouts. You can configure sleep tracking, quick eye movement, continuous heart rate monitoring, various reminders, like stretching or drinking water, and apps from which you want to receive notifications. You can set up contacts for dialing from the watch, quick responses to SMS, and there's even a wrist shake gesture to activate the camera. There are around 100 watch faces available, including analog, digital, combined, and minimalist styles. Some of these watch faces come in various color options. However, there's not a wide variety of watch faces available, in my opinion. There are a couple that I liked, but the selection felt somewhat limited. Additionally, you can add your own images or photos as watch faces, which is a great feature. The images and photos displayed on the watch face are pixel-free and have good colors and sharpness. Just before posting the video, purely by chance, I discovered a way to unlock hidden watch faces. If you go into any of the 5 watch face sections, scroll down to the very bottom, and swipe your finger upwards, hidden watch faces will appear. You can even swipe again to reveal even more. And I'll tell you, there are now plenty to choose from. There are about 60 new watch faces available, which is really cool and something these watches were missing. There are some attractive options that I liked. Here are a couple that caught my eye. If you didn't know you could do this, please hit the like button and let me know if you found a watch face you like from the new list. In summary, these watches are good. They have a stylish, sporty look. The Amoled screen impressed me. The image is sharp, vibrant, and bright even in sunlight. The stylish and informative always-on display mode is a plus, but convenient metal buttons and metal bezel protect the screen. The strap is of good quality. It doesn't collect dust and has no odor. I was also pleased with the GPS on the watches and their long battery life, lasting 6 days with always-on mode enabled. The microphone and speaker work well during calls. There's convenient quick access to turn off always-on display, adjust brightness, and find your smartphone. The music player is user-friendly with track display and volume control. Another plus is the ability to quickly reply to text messages and get a full 4-day weather forecast. As for the drawbacks, I would note the limited number of watch faces, but it's good that we now know how to find hidden ones. The menu can be jerky in places, and the navigation isn't well thought out, lacking multitasking. Overall, these are comfortable, beautiful, and stylish watches, especially considering their affordable price. Don't forget that these watches are sold under different brands, and you can get them for a reasonable price. They look very similar but differ slightly in functionality from the Zeblaze Aries 3 Pro watches, which have more watch faces and the ability to use the watches as a speaker for playing music. Check out my other videos as well. Until next time, friends, goodbye.